Hello dear students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. Myself Dr. DC Saxena, Professor and Head of the Department of Food Engineering and Technology at Sant Longowal Institute of Engineering and Technology, Longowal. I am here to present the paper Technology of Spices and Condiments. As you know, the turmeric is being sold in the form of powder, and to know the technology of powder manufacturing of turmeric, we have to know the techniques involved in it, and this particular aspect will be told to you by my co-author Mr. Mandeep Singh.
Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Mandeep Singh from Sant Longowal Institute of Engineering and Technology. Today I am going to talk about module number 29, which is of paper number 10, that is Technology of Spices and Condiments. In this module, we will discuss about the turmeric as a powder. Turmeric, an ingredient in most curries and mustards, has a history of being used as more than just a spice. Sometimes it is referred as the queen of spices. Turmeric's deep orange pigment has long been used as a dye, and both Ayurvedic and Chinese medicine tradition use turmeric in their treatments as well. Turmeric has also held a place in the religious ceremonies across the India for thousands of years. Today, supplement makers say turmeric may be useful for people with the inflammation or a joint pains, or for those who wants to take antioxidants which turmeric contains. Turmeric is also purported to treat heartburn, stomach ulcers, gallstones, wounds, and eczema. Some claim turmeric can aid digestion and regulate menstruation. According to the studies of the Journal of American Chemical Society, turmeric contains a wide range of antioxidant, antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, anticarcinogenic, antimutagenic, and anti-inflammatory properties. It is also loaded with many healthy nutrients such as protein, dietary fiber, niacin, vitamin C, vitamin E, vitamin K, potassium, calcium, copper, iron, magnesium, and zinc. Turmeric is an important condiment as well as useful dye with many applications in a pharma and cosmetic industries. It is used as an offering during religious and other ceremonial occasions. One type of starch is also extracted from certain varieties of turmeric. The present module will discuss about the brief introduction regarding turmeric, turmeric powder, its types, grinding of turmeric, and the properties, including its uses. Now, we will get a brief introduction of turmeric. Being a flowering plant, it is placed under Plantae kingdom and Angiospermic phylum. Order of turmeric followed is Zingiberaceae and the family is Zingiberaceae. Turmeric belongs to Curcuma genus and species often encountered for food processing sector is Curcuma longa. Turmeric is dried rhizome of herbaceous plant and is closely related to ginger. The turmeric plant is propagated by plant pieces of the previous season's rhizome, which grows to form plants of about 0.9 meters tall. The plant has long stemmed leaves and pale yellow flowers and requires a loamy soil. It grows in a wide range of climatic conditions but does require rainfall between 1000 and 2000 mm per year. It can grow in locations that are up to 1200 miles above sea level. Turmeric plays an important role in Indian culture as well as it is an essential ingredient of curry used in religious festivals, cosmetics, a cloth dye, and many traditional health remedies. This spice is sometimes referred to as Indian saffron. Now, the brief introduction about planting a turmeric. The turmeric plant is propagated by planting pieces of previous season's rhizome, which grows to form plants of about 0.9 meters tall. Leaves are alternate, erect, and subsessile, that is, fused partially. The leaf length ranges from 30 to 45 centimeter with the breadth of between 14 and 16 centimeter. Leaves have tapering ends which form pseudostem of plant. The pseudostem is tall and robust with oblong elliptic leaves narrowed at base. The inflorescence is a cylindrical, fleshy central spike of 10 to 15 centimeter rising through pseudostem. Turmeric is an important condiment as well as a useful dye. Besides being used as a coloring agent, it has many applications in the pharma and cosmetic industry. It plays an important role in the Indian culture as an essential ingredient of curry used in religious festivals. It is used as an offering during religious and other ceremonial occasions, as a cosmetic, and can be used to dye clothes. It helps to get many traditional health remedies and has a good place in Ayurvedic medicine as well. There are two common types of turmeric found in India which have economic and global importance. A popular variety is LP finger turmeric from the Kerala region of India, and it is preferred by cooks because the powdered form has a flavor most similar to fresh turmeric. The LP root is a dark in color due to high concentration of curcumin. The orange-yellow flesh LP turmeric is predominantly imported by the United States where users prefer it as a spice and food colorant. In contrast with LP, Madras type contains only 2% of the volatile oils and 2% of curcumin. The other type of turmeric found is the Madras turmeric. The Madras turmeric is preferred by British and Middle Eastern markets for its more intense, brighter, and lighter yellow color variability, better suited for the mustard paste. These are also known as the primary products. LP turmeric contains about 3.5 to 5% volatile oils and 4 to 7% curcumin. It is mostly grown in Tamil Nadu and marketed from Erode and Ecuador. This variety is grown in Erode, Salem, Coimbatore, Dharmapuri, and Tiruchirappalli district of Tamil Nadu. The rhizomes are mustard yellow in color and have a curcumin content of 3 to 3.5%. Madras turmeric is the preferred type in United Kingdom and in much of the European continent. Most turmeric is marketed in polished form, but a considerable proportion remains unpolished. Now we will discuss the grinding process of turmeric. Grinding in case of a turmeric is the process of conversion of dried rhizome into a powdered product. Grinding of a turmeric is a crucial process as it directly affects the quality of the powdered product. Grinding is a simple process involving cutting and crushing the rhizome into small particles, then sifting through a series of several screens. Improper grinding causes uneven powdered products with grits which is not acceptable at the consumer end. Dried turmeric must be handled properly and with the proper care so as to avoid the loss of essential components like essential oils, curcuminoids. The color constituents when exposed to light and oxidative conditions. Various types of grinding equipments are available for the grinding, but turmeric is most commonly grinded by a disc type attrition mills to obtain 60 to 80 mesh size powder for a use in various end products. Ground spices are a size sorted through screens and the larger particles can be further grounded in the mill. It is important that a ground turmeric is packed in a UV protective packaging and stored appropriately. Powdered turmeric is packed in a bulk and in a variety of containers, fiber board drums, multi-walled bags, and tin containers. However, as the turmeric itself has an antibacterial and antifungal properties, but still it is directed to package and storage turmeric under the appropriate conditions to avoid microbial contamination and avoid gaining moisture. Most quality control laboratories use United States standards that is USS screen size system. However, there are other systems that use a different numbering and comparisons between specifications may be thus difficult. The Agmark standards for turmeric powder. Grading is undertaken at the major trade centers in each state and is based on recognized commercial type figures which are round on the basis of external appearance, maturity, hardness, color of the core, pungency and aroma, moisture and freedom from extraneous matter are also included before setting the standards for turmeric powder. The Agmark standards for a turmeric powder are as described in the table. Finely grounded turmeric powder should have up to 10% moisture content, 7% weight by weight ash content, of which 1.5% weight by weight is acid insoluble. Lead content of turmeric finely grounded powder should be as low as 2.5 particles per million or ppm, and starch content should be 60% at maximum. For the coarse grounded turmeric powder, moisture content should be 10% in maximum. On the other hand, total ash and acid insoluble ash have the higher limits than finely grounded powder, which are 9 and 7% respectively. It is mandatory that chromate test for the turmeric powder and a coarse ground powder should always be negative, otherwise the lot will be rejected from importing to other countries. The applications of turmeric. First of all, we will discuss about their properties and the uses. Leaves of turmeric are used to wrap and cook food. Most use of turmeric is in the form of powder. However, in some regions, leaves of turmeric are used to wrap and cook food. This can provide a distinct flavor and aroma. Turmeric can be used as pickle. Turmeric is also used fresh like ginger. It has numerous uses in a Far Eastern recipes such as fresh turmeric pickle, which contains large chunks of soft turmeric. In a combination with annatto, turmeric has been used to color cheese, yogurt, dry mixes, salad dressing, winter butter, and margarine. Phytochemicals of a turmeric have been investigated in the medicinal research for their potential effects on disease. Turmeric is also used in a dye, but the use is limited as it is not very fast. In some regions of India and Nepal, it is being used by monks and ladies for dyeing clothes. During the South Indian festival like Pongal, a whole turmeric plant with a fresh rhizome is offered as thanksgiving to Lord Surya, the sun god. Friedrich Resel, in The History of Mankind, reported in 1896 that in Micronesia, the preparation of turmeric powder for embellishment of body, clothing, and utensil had highly ceremonial characters. The pharmacological properties of turmeric. Both anti-ulcer and ulcerogenic effects of curcumin, a derived product of turmeric, have been reported. The anti-ulcer effect is mediated by scavenging of reactive oxygen species by curcumin. Curcumin has some good effects on the intestine as well. Antispasmodic activity of sodium curcuminate was observed in isolated guinea pig ileum, and fluental activity was also observed in both in vivo and in vitro experiments in rats. Turmeric extracts also enhances intestinal lipase, sucrase, and maltase activity. In addition, turmeric extract has found some good effect on intestine as well. In some reports, it has been found that sodium curcuminate has antispasmodic activity and anti-fluental activity. Curcumin also causes increase in bile juices, that is 1-phenyl 1-hydroxy and pentane, a synthetic derivative of para toluylmethyl carbinol, an ingredient of curcuma longa, increases the plasma secretion and the bicarbonate levels. Curcumin also increases the activity of pancreatic lipase, amylase, trypsin, and chymotrypsin. Another pharmacological properties of turmeric are their effect on cardiovascular system. Curcumin decreases the severity of pathological changes and thus protects from damage caused by myocardial infarction. Curcumin improves calcium ion transport and its slippage from the cardiac muscle sarcoplasmic reticulum, thereby raising the possibility of pharmacological interventions to correct the defective calcium ion homeostasis in the cardiac muscle. Curcumin has significant hypocholesteremic effect in hypercholesteremic rats. Turmeric prevents galactose-induced cataract formation at very low doses. Both turmeric and curcumin decreases blood sugar level in alloxan induced diabetes in rat. Curcumin also decreases the advanced glycation and products induced compilations in diabetes mellitus. Another pharmacological property related to turmeric is their effect on lipid metabolism. Curcumin reduces low density lipoprotein and very low density lipoprotein significantly in plasma and total cholesterol level in a liver, along with an increase in alpha tocopherol level, thus increasing the sperm quality and interference of these lipoprotein bodies in sperm formation, suggesting in vivo interaction between curcumin and alpha tocopherol that may increases the bioavailability of vitamin E, useful for better sperm quality and sugar formation necessary for sperm transportation during fertilization in ovary and decreases cholesterol levels. Higher cholesterol levels adversely affect the sperm quantity and quality. Turmeric is reported to possess anti-fertility activity as observed in experimental animals. Petroleum ether and aqueous extracts produced 100% anti-implantation effect in rats at a dose of 200 mg per kilogram body weight when fed orally on the first to seventh day of pregnancy. Various studies have showed the effect of curcumin as potential vaginal contraceptive and found that it inhibits human sperm motility and had the potential for the development of novel intervaginal contraceptive. The test result indicated that curcumin had a selective sperm immobilizing effect in addition to a previously suited anti-human immunodeficiency virus, that is HIV. Investigations showed the contraceptive effect of turmeric in male albino rats and observed a reduction in sperm motility and density in the treated group. Turmeric is supposed to have affected the androgen synthesis either by inhibiting the Leydig cell function or hypothalamus pituitary axis and thereby inhibiting the spermatogenesis. Anti-inflammatory activity are also considered under the pharmacological properties of turmeric. Turmeric components are well known for their health beneficial effects. Volatile oils from turmeric and curcuminoids possess the property of anti-inflammatory activity. Administration of curcuminoids to the patient who have undergone surgery or undergone trauma reduces inflammation with phenylbutazone. Turmeric extracts are effective against carcinogen-induced edema. Turmeric is beneficial in arthritis and rheumatoid as successful trials were conducted for anti-hemolytic properties of curcuminoid. Except the anti-inflammatory activity, turmeric extracts are also useful in healing wounds by inhibiting the activation of NF-kappa B transcription factor through the prevention of P65 unit of the factor. Application of turmeric powder directly on the wound has also been observed in Indian culture and records have been found in many historical documents. Prospects of turmeric production in India. Next to cotton and sugarcane, turmeric is an important commercial crop grown in India. The analysis of secondary data related to area, quantity, and the value of turmeric production in India shows an encouraging trend as the climatic condition, fertility of the soil, rainfall, and cultivation practices are highly favorable in the majority of states in India. The expansion of area under turmeric cultivation will enrich the existing quantity of turmeric production in the country, though price fluctuation may exist due to instability in the market. These can be eliminated by effective export promotional measures taken by the government. Promoting turmeric cultivation in a country will enhance the inflow of foreign exchange and improve the economic conditions of Indian farmer. Turmeric is an important exportable spice for India. We have earned considerable foreign exchange through turmeric export, and the scope and environment in the international market for turmeric export have shown a significant upward trend. Though many countries are importing turmeric from India, in order to augment the quantity as well as the value of turmeric and other spices export, the board has formulated many schemes exclusively for the exporters. The guidelines and conditions of the scheme are very simple. The following are the important schemes offered by the board. First, scheme for technology transfer and process upgradation. Scheme for assistance of research and development efforts. Scheme for adoption of high technology in processing. Financial assistance for stall rent for participation in international food exhibition. Scheme for setting up or upgradation of lab facilitating for monitoring pesticide residue adopting ISO 9000. Scheme for adopting quality control system. Schemes for purchase of power generator. Scheme for product promotion abroad. Scheme for packing development, and the scheme for assistance of sale promotion to abroad. Provision of modern cleaning, processing and storage facilities at terminal market. Efforts are needed from all concerned institutions for introducing incentives and loan repayment scheme for farmers, reducing interest on all agricultural loans, covering the National Agricultural Insurance Scheme, increasing the scope and coverage of price stabilization fund, and strengthening the agricultural extension support by the government. Price is an important aspect for any commodity because it determines the profit margin earned by growers or by the farmers. India has the potential to become a major player in the world trade of spices. The processed form of a turmeric exported are dry turmeric, fresh turmeric, turmeric powder, and oleoresin. Even though the production in India is high, surplus is less because of higher domestic consumption. Unless the growers receive a price that gives them a reasonable margin, it cannot be expected that they will continuously go in for cultivating the respective crop. With regard to turmeric, it can be stored for more than 2 years, which also influences the supply to market yard. However, the financial background of the turmeric growers or the farmers and availability of post harvest financial assistance in the form of pledge loan are important factors in determining storage of turmeric in godowns to maintain its market value and quality. So, students, let us now summarize what we have learnt in this module. Due to all these factors, turmeric is often used to treat a wide variety of health problems. Now, look at the essential and common uses of turmeric plant. The turmeric plant or curcuma longa is an herb closely related to ginger. It is cultivated in a tropical climates across Asia for its rootstocks, which supply the flavor and pigment of the plant. The rootstocks, which grows underground but are more of stem than a true root, can be ground into a paste or a dried and ground into a powder. However, the powder use of a turmeric is widely elaborated and exploited among the country India.
Now you have seen the techniques of manufacturing turmeric powder, which is very important aspect of turmeric, which has been explained by my co-author. Now the next step is the essential oil and oleoresins, which are the important components of turmeric, and this particular aspect will be explained to you in the next module. Thank you.